In this video, we're going to go over backing your horse from the ground. There are a few things I'd like to have working for me when I approach this project. I'd like my horse to be willing, I'd like him to be soft, I'd like him to be light, and I'd like him to be straight. I'd also like, when he's moving, to be picking up his diagonal pair, his feet, and being consistent with that. So what I'll be looking for is the right front and the left hind will back together. The left front and the right hind will back together. As I ask my horse to back up, I'm not going to be pushing him back or forcing him back, nor am I going to be giving him a verbal command to back. I would like this to be all operating off of the feel and as close to a thought as I can get it. When I do need to firm up to ask my horse to move backwards, I'm going to use an action with my hand. It's pushing away and pulling to me. Very methodical. Right, left, right, left. This will make it a little uncomfortable for the horse and cause him to seek what it is I'm looking for, which in this case is asking him to back up. Now, when I go ahead and take a hold of this halter, I'll show you how I do this, but I want you to watch carefully how my thumb is pointing towards the ground and my little finger is pointing towards my work. You'll find that in most everything to do with our horses, our thumbs are to us, whether it's the working end of our lead rope or the supporting end of our lead rope. My thumbs are to me. This is the same when I go to back my horse. When I come in here, I'll take a hold I'm going to come over to this side. I'm going to take a hold of this knot right here with my right hand. Notice that I can open my fingers, I can firm up and kind of pinch this nose band closed a little tighter if I need to firm up even more. Thumb is down, come in here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is think about the picture that I'd like to see of my horse backing. Again, I'd like him backing straight, soft, light, and willing. And of course the diagonal feet moving together. So as I prepare for this, I'm going to change my energy, pick up some life here in myself, and offer it to my horse. If he doesn't respond the moment I ask, I'll go ahead and give a little left and right movement with my hand. But watch how I release when I do have the response I'm looking for. Release, straighten him out a little, push his head away, release, release, release. Notice when I stopped my horse, I didn't stop him by holding onto that lead rope or pulling him to a stop. I simply quit asking him to back. I quit supporting the backing motion. I'll do this again from the same side. I'll take a hold here. He's anticipating. I'll just ask him to step ahead for me a little bit. Support that. There. I don't want him taking over. I don't want him second guessing what I'm asking for. So on occasion, if your horse does that, you might just ask him, hey, instead of backing up, how about taking a step forward? Cool, thank you. All right, wait on me. Take a hold, think about backing, change my energy, support, left and right, release, 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 release. He's a little crooked. I'll straighten him out. You can see how I do that there. That's straighter there. Release, release. All right, that's our first method. And before we quit on this one, I'm going to come over to the other side and back him using my left hand while I'm on his left side. Again, I'll come in here, take a hold. Notice that I'm going to position myself between his nose and his shoulder in such a fashion that if I do have to push his head away or bring it to me, I'm not going to be bumping him with my elbow. If I'm too far forward, if I'm up here doing this and I go left and right, I'm going to be bumping him with my elbow. So I'm going to come in here so that I can reach my arm underneath if need be, here freely left and right like this. Hope you can see that. All right, I'll take a hold. I'm thinking about him moving back. My life and energy changes. Release, release, straighten, release, 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 release. When I go to release and reward him, you notice that I turn loose of the halter, trusting him to be where I stopped him, asked him to stop, and I pet him on the chest, here, with that same hand. What I don't like to see people do is backing their horse and then stop him like this and pet him like this. You notice I'm not trusting him to stop by holding here. So I kind of trick folks into letting go for sure by having them let go and pet your horse here. All right, I hope you find that helpful in that first method of backing your horse from the ground. Now I'm going to show you the second way of backing your horse, using the fence as a guide and to keep your horse straight. What I'll be doing here, I will not take a hold of the knot unless I need to fix or correct my horse. But what I'll do is just with my life and energy and my hand here, I'll be bumping, if need be, back towards the withers on my horse, asking him to back up. So I'll come in here with my left hand and ask him to back here. Release, release. That was pretty nice right there. Okay. I'll do it again. A little more. Straighten him out. I want to get him square on the fence to start with. Very good. Okay. Now I'll come in here. I'm thinking about him backing up. Release, release. Watch those feet. Keep your horse straight. Release, release, release. So you notice I didn't have to even bump on him at all there. As you're teaching your horse this, you may have to bump back pretty good a few times to get him, especially if he's pushy into you or resistant. So I hope that helps out. There's the second way of backing your horse on the ground. Now we'll go on to the third method, and that's backing your horse when you're in front of your horse and you have your space bubble here between you and your horse, and you're wanting your horse to back up when you're actually in front. And this can be a handy thing to have your horse be able to perform for you in many things you do. I'm going to try to use my lead rope as little as possible. I let my posture and my life and my will for my horse to back up and my vision for my horse to back up. I'd like those to have meaning to my horse. So from here, I might give myself a little more space in here and think about him backing up. Again, I'd like him straight. I'd like him soft and willing and light. And I'll be watching those diagonal pair here. He's a little crooked, a little fix, release, 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 fix, release, release. That was pretty nice there. And again, you may just get one or two steps when you do this. Your horse may find, you may work at this for a while. You may get a step or two like that that's nice and straight. And the willingness is there, and just chill on that and then come back and build on that some more. I don't want to keep backing him until I have an opportunity to bring him forward once in a while. There, I need a little space here. So again, I'll ask again for him to back up here. I don't want to be wiggling this lead rope too much. I don't want to be too animated. I'd like my energy to be sending my horse back. That was pretty good there too. I'll ask again, right here. So I might have to liven up a bit to get him to back up. Again, want him to be straight, a little crooked there. I can come in and fix if I need to, but I'd like him to be backing up. There we go. Okay, so there are the three ways of backing your horse from the ground. Your horse may have different needs and you may have to adjust to fit your situation, but that'll give you a start.